Okay. What happened? Okay, so given that Jodie Whittaker is moving along, going on to greater, bigger things, I've been exploring the premise: could a sandwich in front of the TARDIS console be equally as entertaining as watching a Jodie Whittaker episode? So far, that analysis has worked out to be true. So today, I'm going to branch out. Not a cheese sandwich, not a ham sandwich, not a pizza melt. This is a turkey sandwich. And I just went over to, where is it? Arby's. I went over to Arby's and I got a turkey sandwich. Let's see here. Try to pull this apart. There we go. Oh yeah, got us some genuine turkey sandwich here. Now, is that better to look at in front of the TARDIS console than the current Doctor Who? Let me. In fact, I'm going to go a step farther. I'm going. I don't think their choices for onion really work with this sandwich. I'm going to pull out the onion and that remarkably pale tomato. That would be the Yaz option, maybe. So, let's try it again. Oh. So far, that's an improvement. Huh? Yeah, in all honesty, after the first few episodes of Jodie, I gave up on Doctor Who. And I came back for Flux. Mainly because I wasn't going to comment on Flux not having seen it. I mean, that's just silly. So, and to be fair to Flux, first episode, it was better than what I had seen out of the current writer-producer. But the second, we got us some preachy, disconnected script. I don't know what they were trying to do. I don't care. If I have to figure out what they're doing, it's probably not a good story. I'll go a step farther. I'll say that that is good turkey. Remember back when Unit came on the scene? Oh, that fall down. Let's do that. Repair the damage. Repair the damage. repair the damage. Why? I had one explode like that. That's pretty serious. Part of my TARDIS console exploded. That stands. Okay. Just talking about it, my TARDIS console kind of fell over and blew up. There we go. Good thing it's portable and cheaply made. No. Watching this sandwich in front of the TARDIS console, possibly sitting on a wooden stool. Yeah, I think that's infinitely more satisfying than the second episode of Flux. Let's talk about what stands well on its own. The dog, Dan, who mumbles too much. Dan, the dog, the TARDIS. We gotta have the TARDIS because it's Doctor Who. The first episode, the Doctor was on the sidelines, and it made her a much more believable character. Believe it or not, putting the show's main character on the sideline made her more believable, more tolerable than she had previously been. We had a historical figure in the second episode, and as a result of that, well, now let's think about that. She said her name. She made her comment about the British hotel. There really wasn't much that the historical figure was allowed to do. Man. So the white woman kind of edges the black woman off to the side. In other settings, that would seem kind of racist, wouldn't you think? Yeah. Well, things that were not likable. The past was messed up. Somehow the Sontarans had been there all along in Earth's history, in charge of Russia and China. Yeah. When the episode's over, Jodie just gets into the TARDIS and leaves, right? I think that's how it ended. I didn't see the Sontarans replaced with Russians and Chinese. Huh. So the Doctor didn't really fix anything. Dan wrecked a whole shipyard of Sontarans. With the aid of his dog. So the dog and Dan have this funny love-hate relationship. Kind of look at each other out of the side of their eye and kind of... It's kind of like how Yaz and the doctor were behaving in the stinger for the opening of episode 1, for Flux episode 1. That was the most acting, I think, that Yaz has done. Mandip Gill. I'm sure I said that wrong. Don't mean to. Stay. Alright, we'll hold that up like that. Gotta remove some more of these onions. They're a purple onion in a hydroponics tomato. It just doesn't work. Can't keep that. That's got to go. All right, close that trap back up. There we go. All right. That weird bed in the TARDIS console room left me wondering if the Doctor and Mandip Gill weren't just playing some kind of a video game with some AR feature that was going to get a payoff for the BBC by saying, hey, here's our AR video game company. If you want to ride around on a Harry Potter stick, this is how you can do it. And I'm guessing then that the game company behind the AR thing looked at that and said, nah, we're not paying you for that. Take our name back off of it. So, this ruined Mandip Gill's payoff, her payday, with the Doctor. So, they end up having to stare at each other instead of saying the log line to sell the high dollar video game that they were going to get paid for their endorsement. I'm a little hard pressed to find any reason for people to have come back for episode 3 of the Flux. Just gonna eat my sandwich here. If we drop, what was it, 500,000? 500,000 viewers from 4.4 down to 3.9 something. That means next Sunday, Doctor Who will undoubtedly drop to what? 3.5 in the overnights? I think that might be generous, but let's see what they get. Take another bite out of this image. For looks, the sandwich isn't stellar, but for taste, I gotta give the Arby's turkey bacon ranch sandwich Yeah, that's all right. Once you get rid of those purple the purple onions and the hydroponic tomatoes that have no taste. It's good. There's a lot of bread there. Let's see. Thing that really turned me off in this episode of Doctor Who that you would not find in the sandwich was the woman lecturing at the man scene. If all you gotta do to make a Doctor Who episode is lecture at somebody, no thanks. I'll watch a religious service. You know, I'll take that over that weird lecturing. I gotta tell you, man, I was looking back at Star Trek Next Generation, the pilot episode. They did some of this woke business where they were poking fun at American soldiers in the 50s. And I didn't appreciate that. American soldiers saved us from possible outcomes of World War II. Now we got Patrick Stewart doing the whole Picard thing. That old boy can keep that. I don't need it. I'm sure not going to pay for it. So Doctor Who and your lecturing, I don't need that. I'm not going to pay for that. I'll take the sandwich and the inkjet printout of the old TARDIS here. I'll take that over the current kind of Doctor Who. You can moralize somewhere else until you understand the current day real British, real American, real Western culture morality, till you can figure out those of us that work for a living, although I'm now retired. I encourage you, whoever's in charge of Doctor Who, go figure out the blue collar. When you do that, you can't help but write better stuff. Because the things that are tiring to the blue collar people, you're going to want to, escape from a little bit of that work. That's what Doctor Who used to be for, right? Well, I ate all that sandwich, except for those red onions that are purple and those bizarre hydroponic tomatoes. Let's set our TARDIS to Sunday and hope for better, right? Or, tell you what, we'll just shut our TARDIS down and kind of avoid Doctor Who until we can watch it in reruns. So far, that's my take. If you have an opinion about the next kind of sandwich I should try out for the Jodie Whittaker replacement sandwich, Doctor, let me know. I still haven't put a true ham and cheese up against these others, but if I can't come up with anything better, I guess we'll have to look at a pizza melt or maybe, just maybe, a Reuben. All right, I'll talk to y'all folk later. This is L-Dub. Hey, guess what? We're now on the Twitters. You can look us up at OnComics on the Twitters. If you want to go there and follow us and get whatever great new information is coming along, because there's always something. But lo, you ask, what about the other social medias? Oh, that's heartbreaking. But what I'll do for you is I'm going to send you over to my link tree, and that is linktr.ee/OnComics. Don't worry about the capitalization. You will be taken then to my great page link. That is everything that is currently going on that involves this, that, or the other thing. You will find some free comics over at the main website. Click on that and you'll have a great old time. And if there's anything else you need, be sure and hit me up through one of those mechanisms. I will talk to you when I can.